Hello, just checking everything is good. All looks good there. Hello, we are live, and we're live, and we're on the road. So that's going to make things a little bit interesting and a little bit tricky. So let me know, one, that you can see me okay, and two, that you can hear me okay as well. I'm just going to check on here, all is good, and let me know where you are watching from. I was on the way down to a show and got stuck in terrible traffic, so didn't make it in time to the studio. But the great thing with Beeline is I've got my laptop, I've got my MacBook, I can call into the services and we can go live and all is good, and we still got the same production, the same quality straight to you. So do let me know where you're watching from and how you're doing. Today's a really interesting one because it's about it's that thing we all worry about, like, what happens if nobody's watching? Here's the thing. When we start this, that's generally how it starts. Or we get that phase where we get a couple of viewers at first, our family and friends watch, and then it fizzles out into nothing. Oh, let me see if I can adjust that. But yeah, it is. I'm at the services, so there's quite a bit of noise, but let's see if I can change the gains on these. There we go, I'll do it on there because I've just muted myself on the microphone. The joys of being on the road live. So yes, so it's about what happens when nobody is watching, how to kind of build that confidence when that happens. But most importantly, let us know where you are and what your first stream was like. I remember, like, the first time I went live, it was with a good friend of mine, Jason Nobby Morgan. Yes, I think the sound is back now. But yeah, it was a good friend of mine, Jason Nobby Morgan, and it was when the pandemic happened, and we all had to kind of rush to go live. And the first couple of lives, the numbers were great, they were fantastic. But the problem with that is, once that initial friends and family died down, it then became a bit more problematic. We kind of lost those original, like the friends and family and the people that were curious to see what was going on. And then you kind of get into the real world. Once your friends and family have stopped, what happens then? So for me, it was just turning up consistently. I used that time to kind of do reps just to practice going live, because as we've just seen then, all sorts of things can happen and can get in the way. And when that happens, you've kind of not got to let it fluster you. You've not got to let it get in your way or prevent you from going live. There's lots of reasons why you can't. You know what? I've got a reason to not do it. And so, yeah, it's a kind of getting that, sticking to it and keeping going through it, if that makes sense. What we're going to cover in this kind of show as well is we're going to go through like a blueprint of things you can do, expectations to help you grow your followers, but not just your followers, your viewers as well. And so we're going to go through a few other things like that. And again, you've got to remember that 0 viewers is part of the journey. It's part of the process that you're going to go through. And so we'll go through some tips and some tricks and things that you can do to help you when that happens, so it doesn't kind of put you off. If that makes sense, let me know in the comment section as well, and we will steamroll through this one as well. I must admit, I do love the fact of, we can just go live wherever we are. I'm just trying to unmute this again. But we'll stay on the MacBook. We'll stay on the MacBook microphone for now, as long as you guys can hear me okay on that. So yeah, one of the most important things, and Jesse will know this, the Six Figure Entertainer podcast, is find your streaming niche. What is it that you can talk about easily for ages? So you can just waffle on about it. What is your niche? I know a few people are coaches, a few people in the hypnosis world, a few people in the live streaming, podcasting world. What is your niche? Because once you know what your niche is, that's going to help you or help your audience find you and help you stand out. If you talk about something that's very generic, it's like a scattergun approach. It's more difficult to make an impact with those people. So what's your niche? What do you want to be known for? And what can you talk about? What is your passion? Once you know what your passions are and what you can talk about for ages, then kind of combine those things as well. So let's say your passion is hypnosis, but it's also art, or it could be music, it could be gaming, it could be a combination of things. Tie them together, and that really kind of narrows in your niche. I had somebody contact me in the hypnosis world who is into binaural music and optical illusions, and we're doing a project together, which is literally like hypnotic spirals with binaural music. This is a very, very, very specific niche, but by being in a very specific niche, it enables your voice to stand out even more, and people that are relevant to that can find you easily. Does that make sense? There we go. I'm just going to try that one more time. We're going to try the sound one more time, just to keep me on my toes whilst we're doing this. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Sorry about this. So yeah, so find out what that niche is and really double down on it. Start with what you can talk about for hours and then build up from there. Refine it. And what you'll do is you'll find if you've got a few shows that you can just waffle when you've got no viewers, then by the time you get your reps in, by the time you get your polish in, then you're starting to get viewer questions coming in. You're starting to build that audience up. You're starting to connect with them. Does that make sense? During this live as well, please, if you've got any comments or questions, drop them in the comment section and we'll get them to you as well. I will say we're using Be Live, which is great because it means that even though I am on the road, stuck in traffic, I can still have the production side of things going and still deliver the live stream and the show, which is a good thing. So if you're not already part of Be Live, then do click the link in the comments to sign up for that as well. So let's get into it. Start where you are. One of the biggest things, the biggest problems that I think a lot of people have is exactly that. It is starting. It's using what you've got now and going live. Before I started to go live, kind of put all sorts of barriers in my way. I've got to wait until I get a better camera. I've got to wait until I get a better computer. I'm going to wait until I've got a better studio. I'm going to wait until I've got better sound. All of those things. But the reality is start with what you've got. But be confident on camera. A lot of those things that you're doing in order to delay starting. So if you're nervous about going live, if you're nervous about being on camera, try and figure out what those nerves are about. Is it about absolutely damn it, yes, fun but challenging, exactly what we want. So yeah, so what is it you're nervous about? Is it a perfectionism problem? Is it like you're worried that if you go live and it's not perfect, people are going to judge you on it? Improvise. Perfect. Let's have a look. See what that sounds like. We may have got a solution to that. 1 second. There we go. I don't know. I'm just trying everything now. Yeah. So what is it that's causing you to be nervous about going live? Is it perfectionism? Are you worried that it's not going to be perfect? Get rid of that. It doesn't matter about it being perfect or not. What matters is the fact of you're doing it and you're going live, and you get that by repeatedly doing these things. If you've never gone live before, you're obviously going to have a little bit of nervous at first. So if you want to, start streaming with friends and family. Um, have a group of people you can test it through. And that's good to have like a focus group of friends or peers or colleagues. I know Dan jumps on many of my lives and I jump on his. This is a good way of kind of getting some feedback and getting those reps in and getting the practice in before you go live to everywhere else. Another thing is nerves are normal. Nerves are excitement. It's your body saying we're going to do something, and what it does is it gives you the energy that you need in order to deliver that live stream. Otherwise, if you weren't nervous, you'd probably sat there kind of mooching along and talking away like this. But you want that nerves to give you that energy to help raise you up a little bit. It gives you more energy that you can give to your audience. It's normal to be nervous, and in fact use that to turn it into excitement. I used to have a morbid fear of public speaking, and now travel the world talking. Exactly the same with live streaming. Once you've done a couple, you realise that things do go wrong, and the audience forgives you for those things. So then everything is good. A few tips that you can do that are going to really help you with this is like breathing exercises. Make sure your posture's good. Make sure you're smiling. Make sure you're having fun as well. And the breathing will really help. Another great tip that I have is touch some things that are around you. Notice how they feel. And by doing this, it kind of helps you get from out of your head and into the physical world then. It takes you from out here to out here. So touch a few things. What can you feel? What can you smell? What can you taste? Get those things out there. That really helps you as well. And focus on your message. Now, when you have a conversation with people in day-to-day lives, when you first meet them, you just have a conversation. You don't worry too much about everything else. There is imperfections. It's exactly the same in a live stream. A live stream is a communication between people. It's not necessarily about being perfect, but concentrate on your message. What you're wanting to get out there. What's the end point? That's the thing that you want to get across there. Not worrying about your odd little word or your odd little thing that could go wrong. If that helps, let me know in the comment section as well. Yes, so I'm just checking on that audio. So yeah, I do have some background noise, unfortunately. But yeah, so those are the things that kind of really help. And what you'll find once you get going is you start to get engagement. Once you get that engagement, once you have a couple of people jumping in the comment section and talking with you, it breaks that fourth wall. It really does, again, help your flow. I've seen many people start with a live stream. They think they've not got enough content to fill their allotted time. And then they start and they're soldiering through it like a train. And then they start to get some questions coming in. And when those questions come in, it's all of a sudden they get caught up in the conversation then. And then they realise that they've come to the end of their allotted time and they've missed most of the stuff they wanted to say because they were on there, they were just caught up in the moment. So engagement is great for that. So when you're creating your live, factor in moments for engagement, times to ask questions, time to connect with your audience as well. Again, if this makes sense, let me know in the comment section. A good way to get engagement is don't worry if there's one person watching. Like, imagine there's hundreds of people watching, but then at the same time, imagine you're having a conversation with one person. So when you jump on, when there's only a couple of people there, or one person there, or no one there, don't do the whole, there's nobody here, all right, we're going to wait. Don't do any of that. Talk as if the room is full. Use the same energy, give it 100% every single time, whether there's 1 or 100. Talk as if the room is full. Because some of the lives that I've done that have not been great, that I thought no one's going to watch, later on the replay have been some of the more popular videos that have been watched. So, present as if you have got the full room that you want and create that energy there as well. If there's nothing, if there is just no noise whatsoever, if there is no people chatting or engaging with you whatsoever, then just imagine you're podcasting. Imagine you're creating, you're talking about a subject that you're familiar with, so it gives you that opportunity to talk and present. This is also great for repurposing content later on to promote your live stream as well. So it's a really good way of doing it. Great point that Dan says there as well. Live streaming is authentic. It's authentic communication. Again, if you've got people that you know that are in the chat, that are watching the stream that aren't necessarily engaging or talking, just let them know. Call them out. It's great to have you here. For those of you that are lurking, if you want an excuse or a reason to comment, then please do. It's a great way of getting people out there as well. And again, open-ended questions, invite that interaction, ask people where are you watching from, ask them if they can hear you okay, make them feel part of the team, which is so important. And another great thing is, BeLive has got some great tools that help with that, such as like the widget, the lottery jar. These are great engagement tools that help gamify the comments. Let me just bring one of those widgets up right now. Let's go with the snake. It's a firm favourite of mine. And the snake will go around the outside of the screen, and when somebody comments or a new commenter says something, which would be a great time for someone to say something now, but when a new commenter says something, it pops onto the head of the snake there as well, so it gamifies it. When this first came out, both myself, Stephen, Nick Wood, a few of us, we were jumping on each other's lives, being dead competitive, and trying to get to the top of that snake as well. So yes. And again, those engagement tools really do help with it. The lottery jar one is great for, especially for coaches, or if you've got a giveaway or something. It's a great way of getting people in there. And it's probably the lottery jar now. I'll just show you there. That's the lottery jar. The lottery jar is my most used tool at the moment on one of the live streams that I do, and it really does create engagement. I do a live stream for my local community. I give away a chocolate bar. That's all it is, a chocolate bar. But people have to comment a certain keyword, and it gets them put into that for a chocolate bar, and it gets them engaged. It gets the comments going as well. So all these little things help people break that fourth wall. You're giving people a reason to talk to you, giving them a reason to type that stuff out. Again, if that makes sense, let me know in the comment section. For those of you who are just tuning in as well, I'm live streaming from the services. I'm stuck in horrific traffic, so I couldn't make it back to the studio. But the great thing with BeLive is I could have got my laptop out, I've got the camera out, and I'm literally parked on a petrol station going live from the services. I am going through my personal hotspot, but it all works well. The quality and the production is still there thanks to BeLive as well. And just to pop that up there as well, if you don't already use BeLive, then please do pop that in. So your engagement is a really good way of kind of making your audience feel special. If somebody is commenting regularly, call them out for it. Thank them for their support. Make them feel special. Because when you do that, they're going to come back. So who's it that said it? That people won't remember what you do, but they'll definitely remember how you make them feel. And that is so true, especially with live streaming. It could be in a million other places, but they're on your live stream. So when they talk, make them feel special. It'll help them come back. And again, it's great for them to acknowledge the support they're giving you as well. Another great one is consistency. Everybody wants to start a podcast. They start it, they get a couple of episodes in and they give up. They say there is more half-attempted podcasts in the world than anything else. And the trick to that is a lot of people start stuff. A lot of people started YouTube 10 years ago, gave it a bit of an effort and then stopped. Other people continued and stuck at it. And they are now multi seven-figure earners on YouTube. It's the same with anything and everything that you do. Consistency is absolute key. There's lots of reasons why you cannot do stuff. You can get stuck in traffic and think, I can't make today's stream and give an excuse. There's lots of reasons why you can't do it. The microphone's not working too great because of the background noise here. There's lots of reasons, but consistency will win throughout. Consistency means you turn up every single time. You've said to your audience, I'm going live at this time. Absolutely, Jesse. Absolutely. Do you know, but it's it. Consistency wins every single time. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you're not applying it, if you're not working, if you're not consistent, consistency wins every single time. And that's it. I know on my YouTube channel, I've been working on that for some months now, and you get to a plateau and you start to see these gains, and then all of a sudden nothing for weeks sometimes. And you try everything, and it's easy to lose momentum at that point. That's where people stop, but not you. You are consistent. Nick Wood is consistent, guys. Do check out the Be Livers group as well. Nick Wood is consistently live in there, supporting the community of Be Live. He consistently shows up on his social media. That's what you've got to do. Consistency will win every single time. Consistency beats viral look. Algorithm will trust both. Algorithms trust and reward when you regularly say, that's the time I'm going to turn up, and that's the time you turn up. You don't have to do it every day. You don't have to go crazy and go, right, I'm gonna set up a live stream schedule that is literally like, I'm going to go live twice a day for 28 days. You're going to burn yourself out. Set yourself a schedule that you know you can stick to. It might be once a week, it might be 3 times a week. But here's the thing, consistency. Because when you say to your audience, this time, every month, this is when we're going live. This time, once a week, this is when we're going live. You turn up and you do that consistently. It lets your audience know when they're planning their week. They know, oh, I'm not doing that then because that's when Nick's going live. So I want to jump in the group and see that. It being consistent lets your audience know. It's respecting your audience as well. So yeah, set your calendar up and put in 2 or 3 slots throughout the week when you can go live. I do another live stream that I mentioned earlier for the community. It started off as once a week. But then as it's built and grown, it's now 3 times a week. But then with short form video repurposed from those streams, then go in between that as well. So it then means that there's content going out every day of the week for that platform. That's consistency. Since being more consistent, the audience to that platform has skyrocketed in 2 weeks. We've been going live once a week for nearly a year. In the last 2 weeks, we have quadrupled our audience. Consistency. There we go. Again, can't emphasize enough the realistic schedules. Don't burn yourself out. It's easy to overpromise yourself in the beginning because you want to be the next Mr. Beast or you want to be the next professional live streamer. To do those things, you've got to pace yourself. Make it part of your lifestyle. That leads straight into probably a good point here, and that's how to stay motivated when growth is slow. Oh, hang on. Quick plug there for Nick Wood. Barb and Nick are 2 p.m. UK Fridays in the group. That's 2 p.m. UK time. I think that is, I don't know what time that is. It's earlier in the day, Eastern time. But yeah, they're always live in the group. And here's the thing, consistency means turning up even when it's not perfect, like today, but still consistent. So yeah, so what we're talking about there is about staying motivated when growth is slow. This is the hardest part, but this is when everybody else quits. Everybody quits when it gets hard. Everyone quits and they go, oh, do you know what? It's not worth it. I'm not seeing any return for my time. That's when the universe has a way of kind of going, those people weren't really dedicated. Those that stay true through that 11 a.m. Eastern, perfect. In my brain, I can do it the other way around. So I do Eastern to UK. I don't do UK to Eastern. Weird as it sounds. There you go. 10 or 11-ish. Yeah, so how do you stay motivated? Reality check. Kind of all growth is going to be slow. But there's stuff that you are planting seeds for. So you might be doing lives for 2 or 3 months where you're not seeing any increase in numbers. But that's laying the seed. That's laying the seed in the algorithm. It's helping you improve your routine just by showing up. It's helping you improve your confidence just by showing up. So it's redefining what those wins are for you. Is the win getting 20, 30, 40, 100, 1,000 people on your live stream? Or is the win being better than you were before? And so consistency, turning up even when you're not motivated, you're then also creating content that you can repurpose to promote that show. And so again, every stream you're getting more comfortable, you're getting another rep in the gym. You're learning something, you're getting better at presenting. Another thing, when growth is slow, reach out to other people. Collaborate with other people doing similar things to you in similar niches. That's why it's important to have a niche. And especially again, if that niche is got a complementary niche, you can team up with someone. Me and Dan do a couple of things together. I'm going over to Detroit to see Dan in a couple of weeks' time. All of that happens from live streaming, to be fair. That's the power of live streaming. Find other people that are on that same journey, that are wanting to grow their channels, and support each other. And so you're then building your own community of people that are, one, your cheerleaders, and two, they're going to give you kind of feedback and help you grow as well. Meeting other creators is just so important. And again, growth compounds. Your first few fans are going to be the ones that help you grow into your massive, massive numbers. And take the time now, whilst you can, greet every single person on your stream personally. Make the effort to do that. Because when you do have really busy streams with lots of people and you miss people, you'll miss these days as well. And again, mindset. I cannot say any more about the power of mindset, as many of you know. Celebrate your small wins. And this is a marathon, not a sprint. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. You're building foundations for something that's going to be incredible. That's going to change your life and other people's lives as well. So yes. So how do we put that all together? Simple. Niche is your direction. What are you going to be talking about? What can you talk about? What do you want to talk about? Confidence on camera. This is so important. Get those reps in. Make being on camera familiar. So familiar that you can be in a petrol station in the middle of the country, in the middle of the day, with a camera and everything else set up, and you're not bothered whatsoever about what people think about you. Engagement. Engagement is connection. It's like when you go to a party and you talk to other people. You go to a business networking event and you don't introduce yourself to anybody. You don't find out what other people are going through. You're not going to have a great event. If you go there and you find out their stories, you ask them how they're doing, how you can help them, how may I serve you? You're making a real connection there. Dan is a great example of this. Dan serves his community brilliantly by raising other people up. That's what you do. Engagement is connection. You saw me do it earlier with Nick. Nick is a great guy, a collaborator, a friend, a colleague. I could just say whatever, but it's important for me to build Nick up, to build Nick's stream up, because a rising tide raises all ships, and it then becomes a great connection. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to keep going, but I thought I lost my screen then for a second. All good fun. Consistency is the most important thing. Consistency is momentum, because once you start doing something repeatedly for a long period of time, you have to continue doing it. Because if you don't do it, it would feel bad. Great book, Atomic Habits. Read it. Read it. You will learn so much from it. But that consistency creates momentum. And then what at first is like a big rock that you've got to move, that consistency moves you all the way along to the point where it's momentum. It's getting faster and faster. It's building, it's growing. It takes on a mind of its own. Then is when the good stuff happens. And motivation is endurance. Dig deep now so that you can get it a little bit easier later on. But even later on, you're still going to need that motivation. We hear all the time of streamers, of gamers, of other people that work so hard to get to a certain point, and when they get there, they just burn out. So have that motivation, have that endurance, but make sure you look after your self-care as well. Oh, it's been a challenging one, this one, but all good fun as well. Big shout out to the Be Live team as well, doing a fantastic job. So yes, absolutely. This is your time now. If you have any questions, this is my call to action to you. If you've got any questions, comments or suggestions, please drop them in the chat right now. Can you can you tell which coffee establishment I'm at? There we go. So yeah, share your niche idea. What is your niche? What area are you an expert in, or what area do you want to be an expert in? One thing I will say, and Dan will back me up on this, because live streaming is still very new. You could be in a niche where there are people that have been in it for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, world-renowned experts, but you're the guy that's live streaming. You're the girl that's live streaming. You're the person that is putting themselves out there. You automatically become the authority, the expert. Live streaming has transformed my authority in the niches that I'm in, and has really transformed a couple of the businesses that I'm involved in. And so, yes, what niche are you in? And yes, what's the biggest challenge that you are currently facing within that niche when it comes to going live? Let's see if we can, as a collective, help you win more. Whilst you're doing that, what I'm going to do is just pop up this. And that is a link to sign up to Be Live. Be Live enables you to go live anywhere in the world, even at the motorway services. It enables you to kind of really put yourself out there and connect with your audience. I want to be seen as more of an expert that helps independent entertainers gain freedom by generating a six-figure income, doing what we all love, and I want to help others. Absolutely. And what a great mindset to have. How can I help others? Yes, really good. And you do that, that's it, by turning it on live. Have a podcast. Have these things. Have a round table, a place where performers can come and just ask open questions without judgment, without anything on the live, and then you can feed them into your funnel, your mastermind groups, your everything else where you want to go. But have an open platform where people can go. I know a lot of people do like webinars on Zoom, which is great for when you've already got a community. But for reaching a new community, live streaming on your page or on YouTube or whichever platform you're on, live streaming on that, it helps you reach people that don't know about you. So there will be performers out there that are scrolling through looking for advice. How can they earn more as a performer? And Jessica, I think you know how important that is. There's lots of people that concentrate on the performance side of things rather than the business side of things. We had a great saying the other day that show business is 2 words. That was Terry Stokes that said that, I believe. And absolutely right. So Jessica, what a great niche to be in, because the majority of performers that I know are great performers, but terrible business people. And so that is a great niche to be in, and you will do really well. You should come to Vegas in January. Cool. Guys, that is it for me. From the road, with my broken microphone. But all is good. But here's the thing. I live stream a lot, but still things can go wrong. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it be a speed bump. It's just an extra challenge that happens. But you know what? If you've got your phone, if you've got your laptop, if you've got your camera, I don't even need the camera. I could just use the laptop. If you've got those tools with you, you can go live anywhere. You can reach your audience, and your consistency is going to remain constant. You want every day to be a check. Don't miss any days. There we go. That's it for me this week, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you find value, please let me know in the comment section. And please, if you're watching this in the replay, forgive the sound. I am in a Starbucks on the side of the motorway. But we made it. We went live. Take care. Be awesome. It's a good friend of mine saying, take care, be awesome. Happy live streaming. And please, drop a link in the comment section to your business page, your lives, and then we get to see you as well and help you win as well. For me, take care. Have fun.